What's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. It's that time of year again. It's time to come up with our goals. The reason why I make goals in the first place is to kind of give myself direction on what I will be doing in the future. So say I wanted to become a front-end developer, then I will make plans to be learning front-end frameworks or specific tools that will make me a better front-end developer in the future. So that's kind of idea that I have going into the new year. So I won't be talking about my previous goals, since my previous goals weren't that great. I guess I can talk about that, but I don't think you guys will find it interesting. So I'll be talking about my new goals for 2022. So the first goal that I want to talk about was learning more about backend development. At my current job, I'm essentially just a front-end developer with little to no skills on the back-end. Since we use Java on our platforms and the Spring Boot framework, I'm going to be learning more about Spring Boot framework, and I guess you guys might too, because I'll be making videos about that. So the next thing I want to learn is Redis. So right now, I basically know about nothing about Redis, and so I want to learn about its use cases and like how I can actually use it for my own personal projects. This goal is actually very general, and to be honest, I don't really want to call it much of a goal. Rather, it's just something to keep my progress, or something to keep track of my progress on. There's honestly not much to it at the moment because I didn't really do my research about this, but yeah, you should definitely do your research whenever you're coming up with new goals. Since the idea of goals is to be more specific about things so that you can actually keep track of the things that you're doing, I'm kind of setting that goal, that general goal in the beginning, and then later on I'm going to be breaking it down into something more specific. So I actually recommend to do the opposite of me, even though I'm not doing what I'm telling you to, but it's a good practice. So yeah, my second goal is learning Redis. My third goal is to become better at problem solving. So this is actually in the form of lead code, where I will be setting a goal to maybe complete like 10 lead code questions per month. I think this can not only help me with becoming a better problem solver, but I think it can also help me with job interviews and while I'm applying to new jobs. Every time I think of lead code, I always think of how somebody is going to be doing lead code mainly because they're prepping for their job interviews, mainly for FANG. But FANG here for me isn't the main goal. It's essentially to become a better problem solver overall because I'm pretty much trash at solving problems. So now my last goal, my fourth and final goal, is to learn more about cryptocurrency. I pretty much know very little about cryptocurrency and blockchain in general, and I kind of want to dive into this world because our world is slowly changing due to cryptocurrency, and I want to know what all this hype is about. So that's kind of what I'll be doing. So for each of these goals, there's certain time frames where I will be executing certain parts of it, and while doing some parts of it in parallel with others. Like for example, I want to become a better backend developer with the Spring framework, and so I might be doing that for a few hours of my days, but I'll also be allocating time to maybe learning about cryptocurrency. So I actually plan to do both of these within the first few months and then continue with Redis and whatnot afterwards. Or if Redis eventually flows into me learning backend development, then I'll just pick it up as is. So for my goals, there's no specific time when I will finish. It's just that I'll be prepping and continuing to learn as I'm interested. So basically what I'm saying is that if I get bored with a specific technology, then I'll just drop it. I definitely don't recommend setting a goal just because a lot of hype is revolved around it. I definitely recommend you spending the time and exploring on what you're interested in. That way, you can actually do what you set out to do. So that was my quick and short video about the technologies that I'm going to be learning for 2022. Of course, like I said, I'm pretty flexible with my goal setting, so these goals actually may change over time, depending on if I'm interested in these technologies maybe like 2-3 months in. If I'm still interested, then you definitely will be seeing more content about those in my channel. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, If you guys like the video, please hit the like button, and if you want more content about random developer stuff, then hit that subscribe button. And just before I go, I want you guys to join me in on this journey where we're going to be learning about these things together. So you can share with me your experience in the comment section below on what technologies you want to learn for 2022. Anyways, peace.